Good morning, everybody. Thought I'd do a quick video just to show the user experience of connecting to Microsoft's latest virtual desktop offering of Windows 365. So this is Microsoft's persistent desktop access for being able to access a secure corporate environment from basically anywhere. Also has advantages of being able to spin up quickly and provision an environment someone to work on if they're new start, wait for kit, have broken kit, lots of different usage scenarios. Now I can access it through a web browser or a rich client, which is really good because, like I say, you can go and hit basically any device with a HTML5 compatible browser, go to a very familiar interface that users should be used to on the Office portal or the My Apps, and if you are licensed for it and you grant it to a user, they will have the Windows 365 icon. So this will show their range of different cloud PCs that they have accessible. So I just have the one with 8 GB of RAM, but I can click the button very easily to open it in a browser. So I get prompted for a couple of things that I might want to redirect and access on my local device. So yes, I'm going to want to access the microphone because I'm going to do some calling and stuff. And then I want to be able to access my clipboard because maybe I'm copying things backwards and forwards. These can be disabled via policy to make it even more secure so you cannot transfer stuff backwards and forwards. If we connect, it will just simply prompt me for credentials again. Now I'm using this for demo purposes from a corporate device, so I'm already signed in effect, so I'm not going to get prompted for things like MFA and so on, but it would connect very quickly to my corporate desktop. So a little bit confusing because I am obviously have the same background on both my devices, but I can quickly remediate that with a full screen option. It'll rejig the display resolution on the fly, and you can see now I am in a secure work environment. So I have things like my Teams client signed in, my OneDrive is there and ready. I have access to things like my jump list from where I was working on bits earlier. So if I open up a document, I can pick up and carry on working. So Word will open, and I can do some bits and pieces. So I got the notification there to pick up where I was last working. But it's full fidelity, I can scroll through it, I have access to all of my corporate information. Now, obviously this is a web browser. If I wanted, I've got a different method I can access. So if I just disconnect from here, I'm not signing off. This is the beauty of a persistent desktop, is I can leave things open, drop from that device. Maybe I was in a cafe, I just closed it, I want to walk around the corner to a meeting. If I come back later, I can then go and launch my remote desktop app. You can see I have a couple of feeds, one for my Azure Virtual Desktop environment, so that's a different solution for Microsoft Virtual Desktops, but I have that same cloud PC. So if I launch that, now because I am on my corporate device, I just get prompted for my credentials using my Windows Hello pin. And then you'll get a more familiar interface, especially for the techies, around that whole remote desktop client, the MSTSC RDP. That'll connect, and I'm basically back to where I was working a moment ago. Now it will have minimized my documents and stuff just for security purposes, but it's still down there in the system tray. I can see what I'm working on. Now I have things like, because this is fully Intune managed, so if I go to my company portal, you'll see I have access to all of the different applications that we publish internally. So I have the same rights as if it was a physical device. Say maybe I need an application that's marked as available rather than required, but I can quite easily go and install that. I don't need to have access rights. Even though you can see that we have some of our required applications deployed, such as the admin by request client. So if I do need to elevate, I can, because this is my personal desktop. I'm not sharing it with others. Oh, just realized I'm actually late for a meeting. So if I open up my Teams client, let's join and see what the team are doing on the website migration. Now it does offer full audio and video redirection. So it will go and access my local camera, and it will use my local voice capabilities as well from my USB devices. Just re-establish that camera. However, when we connect, we might not be able to hear the other people talking. That's simply because of the way that my recording software is done. But I can still hear them, you just won't hear it on the recording. Hey folks, how are you doing? Not too bad. Now, I was actually having a problem logging into our staging site for the website the other day. Let me just see if I can share my screen and show you what's going on. So hopefully you can see my screen. Cool. Now, when I tried to click the login button, it just simply goes to a login dialog, and I thought we had SSO enabled. It'd be really good if you could actually take that away and have a look at it for me, because it's stopping me doing some bits on the website. Cool. Apart from that, folks, are we all looking like we're on track and we're going to have a nice new shiny website very soon? Brilliant. All right, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll let you discuss that, and I'll carry on showing everyone the wonderful world of Windows 365. Thanks. Bye. So you can see it was very quick and easy just to drop into a Teams meeting. I may not have had this on my local device. I might have had to borrow my daughter's iPad rather than installing lots of apps and trying to get through company enrollment restrictions and stuff. I can connect to my virtual desktop, which is managed exactly the same as a physical device. In quick, full fidelity Teams, using the power of my local device for the redirection of it, and I'm away and I'm working. Doesn't matter where I am, I can just crack on. Now, like I say, I can sign off, but it's a lot easier just to leave it disconnected because I can pick up then where I was working later on. Hope you found that useful. I'll dive into some of the technical aspects later around how you set it up, but that's just an introduction of being able to connect to the Windows 365 environment either via a web browser or the remote desktop client, and the fact that it looks and feels like your internal physical corporate devices. Thank you very much.